once again, and we are going to look at how to create resources and how to assign resources. Basically, to create resources, you click on enterprise, you select resources, so the resource area will open. So all you need to do in this area is to create what we call a resource holder. So you just click on resources and you let me take this down. Let me take it down. I just want it to be at the end. So this is what we call resource holder. It's just a resources you create and you give it a name. So this I can put it the name of my project. What is the idea of that project? I can say the commissioning installation of 16 inches pipe and valve. Okay, so I can use this 16 inches pipe and valve. Okay, then this thing I can write it in full here as the commissioning and installation of 16 inches. Okay, I can put resources. So I now start creating resources under this. My first resources can be, let's say I want to create a project planner. I simply click on add. So if I click on add, you see it's already here. I can say P. P stands for planner. I'll come here, I'll say planner. So this is my planner. So if I create planner, I will choose the type of resources. It's a labor resources because it's a human being. Then how many hours is it going to work? 8 hours per day. I will now choose the amount I'm going to pay him, and that goes under unit and price. I will take the planner and pay him $25 per hour. Okay, so let's say the next one is the PM. So PM is hiding under this. I need to push it out because it's in the same level. So I can come here and do PM. So it's telling me that something I've named something PM. Let me put it PM1. Under here, I'll do project manager. So my project manager, we are paying him $30 per hour. So I'll put the hours, the price here. That's how we call cost resource loading. You are resource loading the cost. You are adding the cost of each resources. Okay. That's how you resource cost in a schedule, by adding the cost of the resources that are going to do that activity. So this is how we enter all of them. Okay, let's say I have welder, and this welder guys, I will also put it out by clicking on the arrow. Then let's say I have welder, let me put W1. Welder team 1, let's say there are 2 persons. Welder team 1, I will simply come here. I will say since there are 2, I will make it 16 because 2 persons will work for 8 hours. So 8 times 2 will give you 16. Okay. So let's say I have filter and there are 3 persons. So the filter guys, I can come here and I say F for filter team 1. And here I will say filter team 1. There are 3 persons here. Bracket 3 persons. I just want to make it noticeable. So under this, I will say bracket 2 persons. Okay, so here now is a level as well, and this is 3, which is 24. 3 times 8, 24. Okay, so this is how we resource load. Okay, this is how we create resources. Then let's create a material resources. Let's say we want to create a resources for welding machine. So I'll put WM for welding machine, and I'll write here welding machine. So welding machine is a non-labor resources. Okay, I will change it to non-labor resources. What is the price? Welding machine, we are paying $12 per hour. So each hour this machine is going to work, we pay $12. Let's say we are looking at consumables like electron. So I'll put E for electron in terms of ID. I'll put E for electron. So I'll put electron. So under electron, I will now change this to material. So under material, we need to confirm the type of material. We need to confirm the unit of measurement. So you see it, unit of measurement. How are we going to measure this electron? So we will measure in lump sum. You can measure in tons. You can measure in a lump sum. So lump sum, which is number, is countable. That's the meaning. So each one of this electron is $1. Okay. So that's just basically how you can manage the resources of a schedule. This is how to create resources in a schedule. So we'll later look at how to assign it.